What's going on, y'all? You know, I freeze a bottle of water. It starts to melt down a little bit. So if you just open it with nothing covering it, that shit explodes everywhere. So no homo, I put it over my mouth before I let it explode in my mouth. That shit's, there's no straight way of saying that, but that's what I was doing just now. I wasn't trying to be sexual. I just didn't want my fucking car to get sprayed from the water bottle. But this is a serious question that's on my brain. I'm gonna let a few of y'all come in, some people, and we're gonna talk about it, man. See some heads popping in so we can talk. And whoever comes in late, they can catch it on the replay. But yeah, how do you nicely tell a woman that you've been intimate with that her coochie stinks? Now, if you've been fucking about 4 or 5 years and the poo poo stink, then apparently you like smelly vagina. You know what I'm saying? Or else you want to keep going back. But I'm talking about a situation where you may have hooked up with a person once and was kind of off. So you was like, you know, maybe she was having an off day or some shit. Then you hook up with her again, and you hook up with her again, and it's the same pungent smell. Now, I see Nicole Robinson, he said take a shower with her and wash her vagina. But what if this person told you that they were fresh out of the shower? This person just got out the shower. You're going to take a shower, and she just told you, hey, give me a few minutes because I'm about to take a shower. You know what I'm saying? You give her like a half an hour. You could see that, you know, the hair is wet and stuff, that she's fresh out the shower. The coochie's still pungent. How do you nicely tell this person? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all think I'm clowning, but this is the thing, man. A lot of people, like a lot of human beings in general, we're so like concerned with hurting somebody else's feelings with these hard to talk about topics that somebody could be sick, you know what I mean? But you want to clown them or make fun of them or make jokes, or you're just embarrassed, or you're afraid they might be upset with you, that somebody could really be sick and you're not even telling them, man. You know? Somebody could straight up be sick. Like one of my first girlfriends, man, I had over 20 years ago. The first time we hooked up, a booty stunk. But it wasn't always like that. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is, after that first experience, I was turned off. So the relationship was doomed. Because it was a very, very, very bad first impression. And years later, I told her, I was like, yo, you know, one of the reasons why I wasn't attracted to you that much, or I may have seemed standoffish when I tried to deal with it, I was like, because the first time that we hooked up, your pussy stunk, yo. You know? And it's my fault for not being honest. Maybe if I was honest, she could have rectified the situation, because we pretty much got along. But it was just that one looming thing that was there. But because, you know, I was afraid of hurting her feelings, it essentially, you know, caused the demise of the relationship, because I was never attracted to her again. I never told her about herself. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hooked up with this chick maybe a few months ago. I didn't. The first time I didn't smash. I just got head, and you know, I smelled the odor. Yeah, I think I went down. I'm not gonna go into full details, but it just smelled bad. And you know, she went down on me and stuff. We might fooled around, but when it was time for me to smash, my tools couldn't function because my dick or my brain was like, no, that shit is bad. Whatever's going on inside of there, we is not letting you go inside. And mind you, like as men, we don't got to be in love with somebody to smash. We don't have to, we don't even have to really be attracted to somebody. It's just a physical thing. It's like jerking off. Like men masturbate all the time. I'm not attracted to my hand. It just serves as a means to get off. And human beings, we use each other like that. You know what I mean? You don't need like the perfect ideal situation in order to just have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I was seeing it. And then her head game was dope. Her head game is official, so I'll give her that. But that looming smell prevented me from going all the way the first time. And flash forward like 3 or 4 months later, and the situation was so bad as far as me not being able to perform. A couple of times I had called her because I wanted to try a redemption thing. Look, I couldn't really get up because she stunk, and then she stunk. So I'm thinking maybe that was a bad night. Maybe she just had an off night. So a few months later, well, in between, I was trying to hit her up. She never really got back to me, and she was going through a whole nother situation. So, you know what I mean? Whatever. That's inconsequential to what's going on. The point is, she recently started hitting me back up. Boom. So, you know, granted, we had that one bad experience, but I'm a type of individual, you know, I won't just chalk that experience up to think that's how it's always going to be. You know, I'm giving like a redemption. I'm giving her a second chance for her horrible smelling box, and she's giving me a second chance, you know, for my limp ass penis, which was caused by her horrible ass box. So, you know, we supposed to hook up. We talking shit, texting, all this dirty stuff. You know, just dirty texts and it's being nasty or whatever all day. Not that this information matters, but you know, for the sake of humor, but it is true. She is a butch. She's a stud too. I ain't trying to be funny, but you know, I just want to paint a picture. You know, she's kind of like Beanie Siegel a little bit. But like I said, men, we don't gotta really superly be attracted to a chick just to have sex. You know, it's just for recreational purposes. Fun. Tired of jerking off myself. I can't give my own self head. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. At any rate. So we going back and forth. She talking all this dirty stuff, texting me, blah, 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 this and that. And then when it was time to go to her crib, I'm about to come through. She's like, all right, nah, give me like 30. No, I'm not lying, Nicole. I got no reason to lie about this at all. Nah, not at all. She was like, give me 30 minutes, you know, I want to take a shower and stuff. So in my mind, because I remembered that she got a funky coochie. So I remembered that, and I was like, cool. So you know what? She about to shower, all this gonna be right. Maybe I just caught her on an off day that day. Maybe she finished doing Taibo, you know, she a stud. So maybe she was finished doing security or what have you, you know, and it was just, she had to tackle somebody, and it was kind of pungent down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm chalking it up to that. Maybe that's what it was. So I get to the crib, you know what I'm saying? I think she had a towel on or something. Yeah, she's definitely a stud, but she had on a towel, you know what I'm saying? And she lived in an Airbnb. I don't know why these details. I'm just giving y'all more details just to make it a little more funny, but these are true details, but it just sounds funny. So she was just like, we can't be too loud because there's other people that live in here, or whatever. And I was like, cool. So she, you know, she takes it off. Now, immediately when, you know, she takes off the towel, I started smelling that same smell. And to describe the smell to you, it's just like a skunk. You know, like if it's not like fresh skunk. It's like, you know, like if a skunk sprayed today and then like 3 or 4 days later go by and you could still smell like the remnant, like not 3 or 4 days because it was kind of strong. So maybe like a day and a half, like maybe like a day and a half, maybe like 32 hours go by. What's 24 hours? 36 hours goes by. You know what I'm saying? Like across the street from my house, there was this dead skunk. And every day I'm like, damn, these skunks spraying in the morning. And I saw this big, fat, disgusting dead skunk like by this light pole. And that shit was loud. It was mad stinky. But then, you know, like different birds and animals started eating at the carcass, and like the carcass got real thin, but you could still smell like the head of the skunk. That bitch pussy smelled like 3-day-old skunk carcass. Bad. Like 3-day-old skunk carcass is not as bad as a skunk that freshly sprays, but it's still some bad shit. that a woman's vagina shouldn't be smelling like. And I think, like, you know how motherfuckers that got bad breath, like they so used to their breath that they don't realize that their breath stink. Like a few of my homies was like that. Like they just always had bad breath. Nobody ever told them. You know what I'm saying? So the breath is always bad. That's why one thing I love about my brother Gerard Scott, is that as little kids, if my breath stunk, he would fucking, your breath stink, nigga. Like we would always just be brutally honest with each other about stuff like that. You musty or you stink. So you'll never really catch me musty or with some stinking ass breath. Ever. Because we always shamed each other all the time. But if your breath always stink and then nobody never tells you, then you don't do nothing about it. You said, what the hell, Mike, you said? She didn't hit you up? No. Because she thought the smell was coming from you. You ate her out and she smelled like garbage. Hell to the no. Yeah, no, you're right. Nah, I was on some fuck shit when I did that. No, that's not why she didn't hit me up. She was, I don't want to get too deep into details, but she was just dealing with some life issues in general. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that stuff is inconsequential. She had legitimate reasons as to why she hit me up. The reason why I'm having this conversation is because she's not a bad person. She's actually a nice person. You know, the conversation is good. You know what I'm saying? She bore her soul to me. Just talking about different things that are going on in her life in general. I'm not going to get into detail because I want to give her that privacy of what she's going on. And I feel like the more information you give about, the more information that you give about situations, that people try to pinpoint and figure out who the fuck it is you're talking about. And then Hartford, y'all some corny motherfuckers anyway, because if y'all found out who the person is, the first thing you would do is go back and just tell this motherfucker. No, I'm not entertaining going back and having sex with her. No, I'm not. I'm never going. Nah. That's dope. That ship has sailed. What I'm saying is, I want to let her know about herself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people have problems with relationships because there's something like majorly wrong with them, like they got a breath issue or they got a stinking ass vagina smell or what have you, but nobody ever tells them about themselves. They just let them just go on, you know, and keep having failing relationships with other people. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell her about herself for her own personal benefit and her own future endeavors, because she's a nice person. And this is the thing. Like, women aren't like this at all. Like, women don't really tell men about themselves. A woman could not like something about a dude. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, but a woman could not like something about a guy, and they won't tell the man about himself. And on top of it, they'll tell other people, that's the stink dick nigga right there. That's the nigga whose dick stink. You know, and he could be a genuinely good person, but he don't know, you know what I'm saying? He don't know that that his dick stink. He doesn't even know that. He's being nice, buying bitches shit, but he just used to his dick smell because nobody never told him this shit, and he keep having failing relationships back to back to back because people aren't willing to keep it real with this person, with how he is, with how he is and how he smells. And it could be some hygiene. It could be some chemical shit. It could be some chemical shit. She definitely obese. She obese butch. Look like Beanie Siegel. And it's funny, you know what I'm saying? Like these elements and details are fun. I think it would be probably funnier if she was gorgeous. I think the story would be more sad if she was gorgeous. But she definitely like beans. Fidel, you said it's not worth it. I'm not gonna go back to hit that, yo. Hell no, I'm not gonna smash that. But I'm tired of people seeing like major uncomfortable flaws in other people. You know, these uncomfortable flaws that make them have challenges in having relationships with other people, but nobody want to keep it real with them. Nobody wants to be honest with them. Nobody want to tell them about themselves. You know, a lot of times when a chick, all right, for the last time, yo, if any of you dumbass motherfuckers say don't have sex with her, sex is off the table. I'm not trying to fuck her. I'm saying what's a nice way to tell her about herself, period. I'm not trying to have sex with her. I have zero interest. I did it. But like I said, the first time, didn't smash, got head, shit smelled bad, I didn't want to fuck her. A few months go by, and I chalk it up to maybe she was just having an off day. She upped me up again. She was fresh out the shower. Punani smelled exactly the same. The only reason why I was able to hit it because I took this miracle honey. This miracle honey, you could buy it in the gas station, man. It has the same ingredients as Viagra, sildenafil, and it's the same active ingredient as Viagra, and it's actually more potent than the Obama pills that I always brag about. So that and on top of that, I hadn't had any sexual activity like with either another human being or myself in like 2 days. So I was ready. I was ready to go. I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. I was ready to rock. I was hyped. I was hyped. But it was a bad fight, man. Yeah, the miracle honey worked wonders. Yo, the miracle honey made me power through a couple of erections, like maybe get a couple of erections in around a woman whose vagina smells like skunk. Her face and body looks like Beanie Siegel when he first came out, because you know Beanie Siegel lost a lot of weight. It made me power through all that. No. Most of the times, if I'm smashing a chick, they're not on my friends list. No. There's no person on my Facebook friends list who I'm actively smashing. There's people who I've smashed, but there's nobody that I'm actively smashing. He said I'm a tagger. See, that's you know, he's I'm a tagger to this post. See, that's that faggot ass Hartford bullshit. You know, you try to tell some shit, and the first thing Hartford corny ass. Mike ain't corny, but I know he's making a joke. But a lot of motherfuckers in Hartford is like this. Now, you trying to vent and you're trying to have a serious conversation. The first thing motherfuckers want to do is run and tell that, go back and tell, and create chaos. When I'm trying to figure out how to nicely tell this person about themselves, because I want them to be better for the next person. I was never attracted to this person in the first place. It was just something to do. As stated before, men don't have to be, and it's human beings in general, don't have to be attracted to somebody in order to have sex for recreation. As stated before, you're not attracted to your hand, but we all masturbate. It's just something to do. It's a means to an end. It's just to get off. I'm getting off, you getting off, we getting off together. We all having a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. But what I was gonna say was just a nice way. I just want to come off and just say it, because we had a great, even after the funky sex, like try to have sex, right? And like somebody's funky, but you ain't had sex in a while, but try to fuck and try to fuck while holding your breath at the same time. Try to do that. Try to do that. You know, I usually, like when I have sex, I always carry like my little washcloth. You know what I'm saying? Like my washcloth or whatever. So imagine, you trying to smash, but you hit it from the back, but you got the rag on. You got the rag on your face. Like you need a what's that called? What's the COVID mask? The one with the air valve, the MS95 or some shit like that, the MS13, whatever the fuck mask that's what you need to smash that motherfucker. Like, it was just bad. Like, okay, me making jokes about the stench, that's the joke side. Me making jokes about the stench, she thinks she is supposed to smell like that. That's funny. But that's bullshit. Cause nigga, my dick don't stink. Like, see, studs are trying to emulate men. This is what I gather. Studs is trying to emulate men. Nigga, I used to go to the Y, niggas take showers around each other, get dressed around each other, what have you. I ain't never smelled no skunk smell like that in a dude's gym. So they thinking that's how dudes smell. I've been in gyms, we done took showers and shit, and camps and all that shit. I ain't never smelled niggas smelling like that. Period. I ain't never smelled that shit. That shit doesn't exist. You said I answered my own question 3 times? No, I said, I didn't answer my question. I said, what's a nice way to tell her? I didn't say, should I still keep fucking her? What question did I answer? Just sit down and tell her. Be prepared that she may not speak to you again. I don't care if she doesn't speak to me again, because I'm not attracted to her. So there's really no loss. And I don't even really know her like that. You know what I'm saying? But she's been hitting me up. She's been, you know what I'm saying, texting me, like she texted me this video of her like pussy popping, like with a dildo, or like a little sex toy. She was playing with herself with a sex toy. But like, I swear, I didn't see it. But as she was popping herself with a sex toy, I was imagining like a green mist and like green liquids just emanating from it as she was doing. That's all I could think about with the smell. And she was like, "You like this, baby?" And the way I felt, like when she was popping her pussy, right? Her skunk, I want to say it's dirty. I think it's like some chemical shit. I don't even think it's dirty because she was fresh out the shower and it smelled like that. But as she was popping it, and she was like, "Do you like this, baby?" You want to know how I felt like? I felt like, if you ever seen the movie Color Purple, right? And remember when Mister was trying to cook some breakfast from Suge Avery, and he burnt all the bacon, he burnt the toast and shit. And here you go, Suge. And she was like, "Are you trying to kill me?" And then she threw the plate against the wall and it broke. And then Celie came and made some good breakfast and gave it to her. She said, "I stuck down, see if anything hit the wall." And then she just slid the tray back because she liked it. But anyway, when she was showing me the pussy popping and shit, that scene from The Color Purple, "Are you trying to kill me?" That shit, that was the scene that popped in my head. That's definitely what I thought about, man. I thought about, if I could throw, like, you know what I'm saying, I should have threw my cell phone against the wall. That's what I was. If I'm Suge Avery in that situation, it's not breakfast, you know what I'm saying, and I don't have a plate, but she definitely has. She sent me these images on the phone. I'm highly disgusted by this shit, and I was, "Are you trying to kill me?" I really thought about throwing that shit against my wall. I thought about it, but I already used my insurance for my cell phone, so you know I don't got $1,000, $500 to replace my phone and nothing like that. So you know I wasn't trying to do that, you know. But nobody gave me the answer. Nobody really gave me the answer. Y'all her diet is probably worse. She smells like. Listen, I'm not asking. Like the question isn't why she smells like that. We're past that. The only person or individuals that can figure out what's wrong with her is either her OBGYN or the almighty Jehovah God. Those are the only two people that know like what's going on like inside her box region. Those are like this. Us figuring like, okay, we could all try to sit here and play doctors and try to figure out why. The why is not the issue. Why she smells like this is of no consequence. The thing is, how can I politely tell her? Because I don't think she's a bad person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick and tired of people knowing something is wrong with somebody and they never say nothing to them. I want to start breaking that chain. I feel like society as a whole, if we are a lot more honest with each other with these sensitive issues, I think society as a whole would be a better place. But we just not fucking honest with each other. We're not honest. Zero honesty. So I feel like by me telling her this, if it can improve her, this is probably why, you know, like to get a little bit more personal, she's having some relationship issues. She's having relationship issues. And this is probably why she's having said relationship issues. So I'm just trying to put her on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got this pertinent information that could really, really help her out, I'm like, listen, we had a really, really good conversation, blah, 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 XYZ, but I'm going to just keep 1,000 with you. Like, that we hooked first time, but then we hooked up again, and I was like, sweetie, it is. I don't say stink. I'll just say it's something that's off. There's something about the pheromones that really is off down there. That's not really interacting with me properly. Yeah, I think she got to see a doctor. I said there's something down there that's not right. That's acting up. And I said, you really need to just see what's going on. You probably don't notice it because you're used to it, but I'm not even joking right now. I'm just being honest. Like, it's something like skunk carcass. Skunk carcass. The answer is leave it alone, kid. Her diet, blah, blah, blah. She has a yeast infection. Probably Don't say shit. When you tell her, be prepared for the little dick comments. Oh, no, she can't. I mean, my little dick don't have nothing to do with her smelly box. If her shit stinks, she got something down there. Bro, you should have stopped ASAP. I'm not hitting no stink. I didn't hit it that long. I ain't hit it that long, round. Shit. Just sit down and tell her I don't plan on seeing this person ever again in my life. This is fucked up. You answer the questions. This is gonna make her better. She's just no, it's not worth it. What are the chances she's watching this? No, she's not. Miracle honey, blah 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 blah. She will figure it out. That bitch ain't gonna never figure it out. You know why she ain't gonna figure this shit out? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. My bad. I'm trying to look for this place. I'm trying to deliver some shit right now, and it's another one of these extensive ass fucking apartment complex campuses. But I'm delivering to an elderly person, man. So I'm not too upset. Her daughter just wanted her to have some groceries, so that's cool. But this shit is still frustrating. But I want to tell her, yo, there isn't any good that will come out of you telling her that the box has a pH balance malfunction. What if the good is her actually, a mic, if you're still watching, what if the good is her actually going to her OBGYN and actually addressing something that's like seriously wrong with her? What if she's like you know, has a serious, severe infection? I gotta check make sure. I'm glad I don't stink. I ain't leaking or nothing like that. Definitely use a condom. You have a fucking chick and you about to smash, and you know the box was so smelly that you use a condom. I'm not known, you know, for always using condoms, but this was the one instance where I was like, yeah, I gotta throw this condom on. Like, you know, I'm not taking a risk with this. Hell no. You know what I mean? You ever had that situation, man? Like, you could just... If abortion smelled like anything, it would smell like that. Yo, I cannot find this place. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I cannot find what I'm looking for. At all. But yeah, it's just, it's me, Mo Green, man. Like, I always find these types of situations and these types of women's, man. Like, shit's horrible. Hold on. I'm gonna continue this video later because I gotta deliver some shit, so I'll holler at y'all.